Is it going to be one and done? Yes. Niang kept it away from Kyle Anderson. An awkward kind of corner three from Jaren Jackson Jr. So the team that looks for the three, they capitalized on the three in the first quarter. And Brendan, let's face it, coming into the game and during the regular season, Tyus Jones, good runner. And got to get into the paint, don't you?
Yeah, and that's a shot that's what shot is there a lot when you play against Utah, because Rudy is normally in a drop. They don't want him coming out of the paint. The floaters and the mid-range shots those are the shots that are there. That's the shot that Taylor Jenkins wants his team to take, and they have to capitalize on that.
A lot of records in the first 12 minutes of play for the Utah Jazz. Most points ever in a playoff quarter. They had 47, and you see 9 threes. That's a new franchise record. The tap away and shot clock violation, which is a really bad break for Milton.
Utah jersey wide open for three. When you're a good defensive team, you have to give multiple efforts and continue to hustle at all times. I know hustling sounds corny, but you can make up for mistakes with good hustle and effort.
Jaren Jackson just trying to find rhythm to his game after missing almost the entire season. As there's the runner and the floater. Jordan Clarkson get the Lakers and he had the mid-range game. He's expanded it completely as Desmond Bane looks for help. Jaren Jackson left hand and a sweet one over Rudy Gobert.
Jaren Jackson, 2 great finishes over Rudy Gobert.
Gobert too often though.
No, that's not really his thing. They don't want to post. Rudy is an opportunistic scorer. He catches lobs, gets dunks and transitions, offensive rebounds. They don't want to make it a habit of throwing him the ball much. They throw him a couple bones inside, let him shoot a couple of jump hooks, but that's not his thing. That's not his value to this team.
That's Desmond Bane's thing, though.
Ooh, yeah.
43% from beyond the arc of the 22-year-old rookie out of TCU. Makes it 15. A lot of time left in the half. And we saw the way, come on, let's face it, the way Portland came back last night. They were down by 22 early in the game and made it a 3-point game at the break. So Bane out there with Melton, Jones, Anderson, and Jackson Jr.
In the NBA, everybody can make a run. And it's simply because the game is played so fast, a lot of pace, a lot of 3-point shots going up. If you can string together just 3 to 4 defensive stops in a row and capitalize, you can get right back in any ball game. You're never out of it.
Jordan Clarkson up against the rookie. And it'll be Rudy Gobert. Right place, right time. Led the NBA in plus minus with the Utah Jazz. 3-ball and a foul on the pick. Clarkson, as Milton was looking for the 3-ball. Boinking. And a short shot clock on the inbounds. Tyus Jones, a little bit strong. He led the NBA for the 3rd consecutive season in assist to turnover ratio. A guy so sound off the bench for them. I thought he'd stay in Minneapolis. He's from the Twin Cities. On the take. How about Donovan Mitchell back on the floor, making an impact once again?
How special is he? I thought he would get in because the team was doing so well, but it just never happened for him. Happy that he was able to make it this season. Couldn't have happened to a better person.
You're right. And now on the take, it's lost. They're going to let him have it. So now 7 of 9 for 17 points. Anderson ended the shot clock. He knew it on his way down. Gobert, make sure it's one and done. The second chance opportunities have not been there at all, Brendan, for Memphis. Gobert, look out. Oh, he's got it on the hammer. And will Anthony Davis play? Great storylines on both. And what a story Devin Booker has been with Chris Paul this season for the Phoenix Suns. And Monty Williams could be coach of the year. The 3-ball for Desmond Bane, real short. And Gobert clears it away. A dream beginning. He goes a little bit late. 63% shooting for Utah. Bogdanovich. He got the space inside.
You talk about Monty Williams possibly being coach of the year. I think he's very deserving. But Quinn Snyder's got to get some votes for coach of the year, too. I mean, coming into the season, I don't think anybody had Utah projected to finish #1. I think we thought they would be a top 4 or 5 team. But #1, that was a little bit surprising. I think all of us thought it would be maybe even Denver taking the jump.
Jonas Valanciunas, first in double figures from Memphis with 10 now. He's 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 overall. Difference in the game, though, the 3-ball. And it's taken away on the entry to Gobert. But right back at it, Mitchell saw that coming, didn't he? He's got a 4-on-2 any way they want to work it. It's Bogdanovich with Gobert. And good move. Foul him. Put him at the line.
A lot for the Lakers, but with the groin injury, I'm just not sure if it's even realistic to think AD can play.
Dylan Brooks, easy block for Gobert. Up to about 3 blocks a game during the regular season. And the pass was meant for the big guy. A little more touch.
The great block on Dylan Brooks' jumper.
Second in the league in blocks. Second in the league on the boards. It's down now.
And you don't see a lot of guys blocking jump shots. You know, you see a lot of blocks as far as I'm out with right now because they understand what it is to have a 3-1 lead and lose it and what that felt like. So there's no need to be cute, no need to play around. Let's have a business-like approach and put it into Memphis fairly early. Now, there's a lot of time left in this game, but the approach has been phenomenal by the Jazz. Contact for Donovan Mitchell.
And a foul. So we're halfway through the second 12 minutes of play. Valanciunas up against Favors. And tapped home.
Man, Valanciunas, he's just a load down there.
Yep.
It's not really his game, but he carves out so much space as far as with weak side duck ins and just being aggressive inside that he forces you to guard him.
And led the league in exactly what he did, but that's a breakdown defensively. Too easy for Bogdanovich. I was about to surprised to see him go back up and get it in.
Joe, did you see that pass though?
Bullet.
Man, I loved it. That's the next step in Donovan Mitchell's game as far as becoming a superstar. Most true super scoring, they can go to something different, whether that's defense, passing, and the fact that he was able to pass, that he's increased his assist